Hey, come here real quick, yeah? Just give me a few minutes. I want to talk to you real quick because there's so many people who are freaking out right now. All around the world, people are in anxiety. They're having these panic attacks. They're confused. All their decisions are fear-based and they're not sure what to do. And they're just so overwhelmed with all these different emotions. So I want to talk to you and make sure that you're not one of them. So look, the first thing you need to do is start with yourself. Yes. So when we start thinking about problems like this, coronavirus is a problem, right? Now, there's different levels to that. And I want you to get you to focus on one level. And this is your level. Now, when it comes to dealing with my problems, I have 100% control. So I'm going to have more success, more results when I begin to focus on myself, my own problems, and begin to deal with that first. All right, so the first problem that you need to deal with is your emotions. If you have all this fear, anxiety, this low quality energy running through your body, and now you're coming up with solutions, now you're coming up with ideas of what you're going to do during this time, you're not going to get the best ideas from there. You're creating your future from a very low quality state of this thing called fear. So I really want to encourage you to get your eyes focused off of everybody else and what they're doing or not doing, and get it focused on yourself and get some control over what's going on inside of you. Fear, panic, confusion, all those things, the stress, it's an energy that is in motion running through your body. Now you need to understand that you are the one that's creating that emotion, whether it's good or bad. You're generating it. Now there's 4 things. You need to write these down, write them down, but this is something that you need to understand so that you can begin to interrupt the bad emotions and recreate and generate good emotions so you can have better solutions, better ideas, a better quality of life. You're not stressed. You're not making your immune system weak. So this is what you need to do. 4 things: your thoughts, your speech, your body movement, and your face. 4 things that actually generate the kind of emotions that you're going to either enjoy or not enjoy, right? You are in control, nobody else. For an example, here are the 4 things. There is the thoughts, your speech, your body movement, and your face. These are the 4 things that actually generate emotion. So right now, what are people thinking about in their thoughts? Oh, am I going to die? Am I going to get sick? Do I have it? Does that person have it? Man, that person just sneezed. That person just coughed. We start to think all these things. So guess what kind of emotion we're going to create? We're going to create this anxiety. We're going to create this panic. We're going to create very low quality energy because of our thoughts. What else are you thinking about? We're consuming all this media, right, from on the news, and they're just really highlighting all the negative, all the scary things. So we are watching that, putting that into our mindsets, right? We're thinking about it. We're worrying about it. We're putting ourselves in that situation, and it starts to create and generate this fear, this anxiety that's going to start to run through your body. So not only do we start to consume and think these things, which is the first one, your thoughts, then we start to talk about it. In our words, in our speech, we begin to say, oh my gosh, what's going to happen? We start to tell other people. We start to share these things that we are consuming in the media that's just focusing on the bad parts. And we start to empower those emotions through the power of our words when you're speaking them out. You see, your words is not just, sound coming out. There's actual substance that's creating your future. Your words is creating your world. So when you have this inward stuff going on and you begin to speak about it, you actually begin to empower the emotion that is created inside of you. So the things that you are thinking about, that's generating a certain emotion. The things that you are talking about, that's generating not only an emotion in yourself, but also in people around you, right? And then you have your movement. This is like how you're walking, how you're sitting, how you're standing. All those things actually generate an emotional state in you. Like when you are tired or scared, when you have anxiety, what happens to your body, your movement? You start to go inward, right? You start to get lower energy. Even how you walk, you put your head down, and when you sit, your posture is weak. All because of this inward thing that you're creating through your thoughts. Your body actually starts to manifest that emotional state. So you need to interrupt it. So instead of letting your posture go down into this fear state, sit up straight, stand up straight, pick your head up. Walk with more authority, walk with more power, because that actually begins to generate a higher quality emotion in your body. And then the last thing is your face. So this is proven fact, okay? If you just hold a sad face or a face that just has fear, like, oh my gosh, and you just hold it for 15 seconds, you actually generate that emotion. If you hold a sad face, you'll generate sorrow. If you hold an angry face, you'll generate anger in your body. So if you want to have more joy, more happiness in your life, even during this time, you got to change your face. It's bad. So if you have anxiety, If you have panic attacks, if you're feeling stressed and overwhelmed, that's on you. That's your responsibility to begin to interrupt that as fast as you can and generate a new one, because this is what's happening. So many people look at where their thoughts are. Look at what they're talking about. Look at how they're moving, right? They're moving out of fear, and even their faces has fear. So then this is creating this whole world of fear in and around them. And because of that emotional state, guess what? Now they're thinking, okay, what do I do about this? They get information from the media. Now they're coming up with formulas of how they're going to act. How they're going to behave? What kind of decisions are they going to make now from now in the next couple of weeks while all this is happening? Now, but all those decisions, all those ideas are coming from this fear that is running through their body. So if you have all this fear, this low quality energy, and now you're coming up with ideas of how you're going to respond to this, you're not going to get your best ideas there. You're not going to come up with the best solutions. It's all going to be fear-based. And actually, you're going to begin to act from those things and actually begin to empower the fear, not just for yourself, but for your family, for your coworkers, for your loved ones. You're sharing this on social media. And we're actually spreading this fear, which is the real virus that is really, causing more problems than others, because, out of this fear, they're not going and buying in places, and it's hurting the economy. So just the fear-based decisions is actually what's really hurting us, not this virus. I mean, I was reading that there's even more percentage of you driving out in your car and getting in a car accident that kills you than actually getting this virus, that will kill you. It's a flu. And yes, it attacks the respiratory system. And the ones that it has, more of a hold on are the ones who have the lower immune systems. So instead of getting in fear, which actually lowers your immune system, why don't you generate a better quality energy on yourself first? Remember, through your thoughts, through your speech, through your movement, through your face, you generate a higher quality energy first, and then you come up with your ideas and your solutions of your strategy of how you're going to deal with this. It's the movement. When you move, when you exercise, it's really important for your lymphatic system, your glands, which boost your immune system. Are you drinking enough water? Are you getting enough sunshine? These are all really basic things that you can be doing anyways, not because of this freaking coronavirus, but because this is a healthy lifestyle. So this is just a reminder of what is priority. Now you need to strengthen your own immune system by getting hold of I am control of this. I can't control all that, but I can control this. I can prepare myself. And this is where you're going to have the most success. So understand that you can change your emotional states. And then you can do some very practical things so that you don't have these toxins and deficiency to create this plaque that makes your body weaker to and more susceptible and vulnerable to sickness. So what do? Real basic things. Change your thoughts. Change how you're looking at this before you come up with any ideas of how you're going to be behaving during this. Change, your face. Change how you're moving. Change what you're talking about. All these things, just that alone, how simple it sounds, will begin to, really raise your quality of living and also those around you, which is, again, we start to be contagious in a good way where there's positivity, there's potential, there's possibility, there's, all these good things, good solutions, rather than everything that is fear-based. Other than that, drink enough water, wash your freaking hands. These are things that we should be doing anyways. Come on. Eat the right foods. Everything to strengthen your immune system. This whole virus people who, like anything else, any kind of sickness, when your body is weak, you're more vulnerable to it. Simple stuff, guys. Let's stop freaking this out. Yes, there is a virus. Yes, if your immune system is weak, it can mess you up. If it's really, really weak, you're older, you have some other issues, yeah, it can kill you just like anything else. So instead of reacting in fear, why don't we respond in wisdom and know that, it starts with ourselves. We need to first control ourselves in what we're doing, our inward world, because our inward world will define and create our outward world. So what are you doing with yourself? Your own thoughts, your own emotional, state, the things that you're saying, the face that you're making, the decisions that you're making as far as, your health goals. Are you exercise, even with your family? What are you doing about it? Rather than consuming all this media and freaking everything out, and then you talking and then freaking everybody else out, and everybody's acting on fear and hurting the economy and overrun. We're the ones that are causing more of the issues here, not the freaking virus. So we need to step it up. And it starts with you.